Hi folks, today I'm going to show you how to replace a heater core on a 1994 Chev. It's got the 350. Now these instructions are the same for 88 through 94. Okay, the reason I say that is because this dash style is the 88 through 94. Now when they went to 95, they went with that newer dash. I think they had that same dash until 99. So that might be a little bit different, that setup. I'm not positive. So I hate to say 88 through 98 like we normally do for this year of trucks for this style, but the dash has changed. So this is definitely instructions for 88 through 94. You can see I got the glove box out, but there's no need to. In fact, the manual calls to take the glove box out, pull the instrument panel completely away, steering wheel, all of these unnecessary instructions. And even the forums I've got on said you need to take the blower motor off down here, that it's a huge job, and it's really not. I'm going to show you exactly what it is. You don't even need to take the glove box off. I just did because I thought it'd be easier to get to it. But here's the tray, that bottom tray that goes right there. You see the heater core right there. So it's this piece that just fits in right here at the bottom, okay? All it is 4 7/32 bolts, okay? And 2 7mm bolts, okay? 7mm bolts are right here on the tabs on each side. There's a tab right there, there's a tab right there. That's where the 7mm bolts go. The other ones, the 7/32, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That one's kind of in a recessed, see how it's recessed there? So there's 6 bolts total. The biggest pain in the ass is this one right here, because it goes back up underneath the firewall, back up in here. You can't see it, you gotta feel for it, but it's doable. I seen on one forum where they said to take a razor blade and just cut that tab off, and that makes it easier than getting that bolt. I don't recommend that, because you're gonna want to tighten this back up. You're gonna want this to fit tight up against there, because the air comes straight through there. So you're gonna want a nice tight seal all the way around it. I don't recommend cutting anything off. It's not necessary. Just with a little bit of, I mean, you're gonna cuss it for a little bit. It took me probably 20 minutes till you could finally feel for it. So you're gonna cuss it a little bit, but that's all it is. Once you get those 6 bolts out, I kind of broke. I had to super glue this because I got kind of rough with it and impatient, and I split it, but that should hold. If not, worst case scenario, I'm just gonna go to a junkyard and get another one. So that's all it is in the cab. Now let's go to the firewall, and I'll show you what I did there. Okay. This is the heater core inlet and outlet tube, okay? The one coming off the motor here, coming right off the intake manifold, okay, bends around. It goes to the one on the driver's side. Just hooks right in there. I've already got it taken off, but hooks in that side. This second one is the hose returning to your radiator. This one right here, okay? I got it pulled off too, but this hose right here is on your passenger side, goes straight up and returns right into your radiator for the coolant cycle. So that's it on the firewall. Just those two, and she's ready to be pulled out through the cab, okay? Then just one more thing right there. See that bolt? That's a 7/32 bolt also. So you just take your ratchet here, and you don't even got to take this bolt out. I've got a 3-inch extension on this. It's what I used for all these other bolts. You don't even got to take it out. All you got to do is loosen it up. It's just that one bolt. Loosen it up, and it's on that little bracket. That little bracket can move out of the way, and your heater core comes right off. Okay, that's it, folks. Pulled right out of there. You can see the 2 holes right there, inlet, outlet. Okay, there's all the air duct. There's that clip. Here's my new one right here. And it's a Murray. I bought it from O'Reilly. So that's all. One other thing, I did not drain the radiator. I flushed the coolant not too long ago, so I didn't want to waste the entire, all the coolant. All I did was take off the hose that I showed you that goes off the manifold. I just unplugged that and let everything drain from that level down. There was no need to drain the entire radiator because this sets up pretty high anyway. So that's all I did. I just put a drain pan underneath that hose, took it off, and when it was done draining, it was done draining. That way I only got to put in, you know, half a gallon versus a couple gallon. So that's it. If you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to kick me a message, and I'll see if I can help you out. Okay? Thanks for watching, folks.